Good evening, and welcome everybody to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 643. Pardon me. This is episode 1 of Oxhorn Plays Mundown. Or Mundown, not exactly how to pronounce it. If you're new to Scotch and Smoke Rings, the way this show works is I have about an hour-long Q&A with the chat, with the viewing several, where you have questions and I've got answers. And then after the Q&A, we dive into the game for a couple of hours. I plan on doing about a 3-hour live stream today. We'll be playing Mundown for about 2 hours. And if you're just here to watch the replay and you want to see the game, skip ahead about an hour, and that's when the game will start. Hope you guys are excited. I had a lot of options to choose from when deciding on the game that I wanted to play today. And I went through a lot of them. I tried At Dead of Night, which looked really funny and really interesting, but sadly after installing it, performance was awful, especially during the cutscenes. It was just constantly hitching. It looked like I was playing the game at 10 frames per second, even though I'm running at, a 2080 Ti or something like that. So, yeah, I couldn't, I decided to not broadcast that until I can figure out the performance issues. I tried Song of Horror. There's a new patch for it that came out. And again, the pacing of it felt extremely slow. Like, it just took so long to... I played it for probably an hour and a half, and I have yet to come across an enemy in this game. It's just so slow going. So I didn't think that was a really good option. And then I tried to get Them and Us to work again. And no, it still didn't work. It still crashes to desktop as soon as you turn it on, ever since their latest downloaded patch. So I'm officially giving up on Them and Us. I'm going to uninstall it. I've already tried uninstalling and reinstalling it. So I settled upon Mundown. Mundown was released in 2021, I believe, last year. And it's an indie game, a passion project. It's got a very unique art style. It's, it's a quirky game. It's got a quirky sense of humor. You get to explore a tiny little Swiss village. And there are some supernatural horror elements that go on. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the return to Obra Dinn, which you remember I just absolutely loved. So I'm really looking forward to this. I played about, 10 minutes of it, and I kind of enjoyed the vibe. And so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. But it's good to see everybody in the program tonight. Good to be live on Facebook today. Quincy James, Matthew Ryan with a donation of stars. He says, looks like I woke up just in time. Hello, Ox. Hey there, Matthew Ryan. So good to see you. Toby, Daniel, and Daniel Radley on Facebook says, evening, Ox. Happy to see you stream once more. Thank you, Daniel Radley. And of course, it's good to see all of the members and the regulars and the Patreon subscribers on YouTube today. Jocelyn Ryan, Vince M. with a gold derby, Craig Euler, Edward J., Cliff Sayans, Rachel with a gold derby, Automatic Beats, Sarah with a gold derby, Lane Barry, Quintius with a gold derby, Shadow 787, 200 Angel with a gold derby, Barry LeCount with a gold derby, Chininator, Rebel She-Wolf, Jessica Sharp with a gold derby, and Darth Sarka with the first super chat of the day says, any chance for a full Dying Light 2 series? A slim chance. Slim to none. Dying Light was one of the games that I took a look at when I was, just kind of exploring some of my open tabs and some of the games in my list. And, it looks okay. I mean, nothing really stood out to me. It's just, the zombies look pretty cool, and, the marketing is really hyping it up a bit. And the zombies are apparently supposed to be really scary, but I don't know, I feel like I've played a lot of games with zombies lately, and there wasn't anything about Dying Light that really made me feel like it was going to stand out to me. And perhaps I'm jaded or at least biased, because I did buy and try playing Dying Light 1, and I got, maybe an hour and a half into it, and I didn't understand why I was still playing. It was so tedious to me. You start in the skyscraper, and you've got this resistance, and you're trying to infiltrate them because you're not really part of the resistance, and there was a lot of talking, and politics going on, and then the gameplay, it didn't jive with me. That's just me. But I hear that Dying Light 2 is a lot more updated and advanced. Perhaps I should give it a shot, but instead, for tonight, I decided to go in a different direction. Toxic Sean says, I'm here, friend. It's Friday, plus we got Monday off. All right, Toxic Sean, good to see you. Glad you got Monday off. Hot Black DeSatio, a member for 9 months and a Gold Ox, says, been a while since I caught a live one from the start. Much love, and keep on with the good work. Thank you, Hot Black. Good to see you again. Been a while since I've seen your name in the stream. Hope everything's all right. Ryder Wheeler says, it's been so long since I played New Vegas and just started an old save the other day. Energy weapons and being called a lobotomite, apparently. You must be in the Old World Blues DLC for Fallout New Vegas, because that's where you get called a lobotomite a lot. Chininator says, Ox didn't mention my gold derby. Chininator, how could I forget your gold derby? It looks so great on you today. Thank you for being a mod and a gold derby, Chininator. Daniel Radley on Facebook says, speaking of zombies, here's a zombie joke. Why can zombies never get arrested? Because they can never be taken alive. Because they are the undead. Right. That makes perfect sense. Thank you, Daniel Radley. Elena Sherwood says, if Dying Light 2 is a step up from 1, it's a tiny one in my opinion. Meh. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got from watching all of the videos on it. It looked okay. It looked passable, but meh. There wasn't anything about it I was really interested in. Hate to judge a book by its cover, but I've only got so much time and attention to really fully explore games. TSW 555 says, hey Ox, you have no idea how happy Keisha and I were to see your live stream announcement. We're so exhausted after midterms. You've been the light at the end of the tunnel. Can't wait to see the new game. Thank you, TSW 555 and Keisha. Glad you guys are both here today. And it's always so wonderful to hear from you guys. I love your relationship. And that I can be something you two can come together on. I love that. So good to have you on the broadcast today. I hope Mundown is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get into it. Darth Sarka says, by the way, I love your videos and enjoy them while I'm working around the house. Nobody does Fallout better. Thank you, Darth Sarka. Good luck on your housework today. I do have a new Fallout video that I'm working on trying to get done for the weekend. It's not done yet, but I'm making great progress, and it's a doozy. It's going to be a long one. We're going to be exploring an enclave lab. It's pretty fun. So wish me luck that I'll get it done in time. Chimpanaut says, would you consider Limbo? Yeah, actually, that's one of the ones I have on my list to do soon. So maybe I'll try Limbo after this one. Mark from Sales says, why was the Haunted Mansion self-conscious? Because of all of the creepy stairs. Mansions have stairs, and when people stare at you, you become self-conscious. Hence, I'm sorry, I felt like I had to explain it. Thank you for that one, Mark from Sales. Jocelyn Ryan says the Earth is 70% water and uncarbonated. It's technically flat. Cheers, Ox! Oh, thank you, Jocelyn Ryan. I mean, you just used logic to prove that the Earth is flat. Wow. I thought I'd expect that. On that note, let's drink some scotch. Today I'm smoking some drinking some Abalur, and my ice cubes have melted a little bit, but these are Fallout-themed ice cubes. I used a Fallout-themed ice cube mold to create a mini nuke, a nuclear detonation, and a big pile of nuclear waste. They looked good for a while, but they're melting, so cheers. Heather Bushek says, I always look forward to your live streams. You're doing well with your weight loss, too. Thank you for just being you. Great job. Keep it up. Thank you, Heather Bushek. Jessica Sharp says, I have been working on a lore video all day today for the Diablo 3 game, and I'm exhausted. I don't know how you do it. Jessica, oh man, I am so interested in Diablo lore. I was a huge Diablo fan ever since, the first one came out. I mean, the first Diablo was a game that my brother and I bonded over when, Blizzard was a much younger company and a much different company and a much more beloved company. But I love the Diablo franchise, and I'm so thrilled that you're diving into Diablo lore. I'm curious to see what kind of videos you make. It is exhausting. Like I was talking today, and I've been working on this lore video, this next episode in my Steel Dawn and Rain series I'm coming up on the third week. Like I had a childcare conflict 2 weeks ago. Classy Demon Gaming says no music today, Oxhorn. I do have music playing, and it's not muted. I'll turn it up for you. Sounds a little loud to me. Hold on. All right, there. Let me know if that's too loud. Anyway, yeah, so I had that week off when I had the childcare issues, and I didn't have a chance to work on the video. And then they dropped the Zetan Invasion DLC or vent for Fallout 76, and so I had to scramble to get that done. And I'm glad I did. It was a lot of fun. But I'm back to work on this episode. It feels like I've been working on it for 3 weeks, and I'm not even done yet. And then I discovered that there were a bunch of things in the dungeon that I missed, and then a couple of things that were cut from the game that I now need to cover, and then certain references to other games that I want to make sure that I get, so I feel like I'm going back and reshooting stuff. It is, Jessica, a time-consuming process to get all of the details down. And, it's ultimately rewarding because when you're doing something about a topic that you really care about, that you're really interested in, a game that you just genuinely love, or at least a franchise that you genuinely love, then, it's the curiosity, it's the aspect of discovery that's a lot of fun, that drives you forward. And I kind of have that for the Diablo universe. I loved it, the Diablo games. So I can understand why you chose Diablo, and I hope it goes well for you, Jessica. Matthew Bryan on Facebook says, so, what's up with the doll hanging off the chair? Like it's milk drunk? Doll hanging off the chair, like... What are you talking about? I'm the only one in this chair. I'm not sure what you mean there, Matthew. You're going to have to start making sense. Julian Z on YouTube says, hi, Ox. So good to see you, the Scotch and Smoke Rings. Hope you're doing well. Can't stay now, but we'll be back hopefully in an hour or so. The game looks fun. Yeah, it's a really, interesting game. It's unconventional. And I always love a game that tries to do things a little bit different, that tries to be unconventional. I don't know much about this game. I haven't played it before. But from everything that I've seen and the videos that I've watched, and like the 20 minutes that I played before the broadcast, it looks like fun. So we'll try it out today, see if it's any good, and then if it is, we'll continue with it next week. Trevor Robb, a member for 24 months and a silver ox, says, hey Ox, my wife and I love your Fallout vids, and she loves falling asleep to the sound of your voice. Lol. All the best from Edmonton, Alberta. Thank you very much, Trevor. So glad you and your wife are able to enjoy my content together. And you know what? Hey, while you're sleeping, I'm happy to be the sweet sound of lore in her ear at night. I hope that doesn't sound creepy. But if that's my role, I'm down for it. I'm down. The Watcher says, hello, good sir. Evening. Love the videos. Keep up the good work. Here's a dad joke. Somebody threw a potato. You should have seen the chip it caused. Oh, that was great. The Watcher, what a wonderful addition. Thank you so much. Rachel says, love the vid on the new 76 event. What's your personal opinion on the additional Zetan and Zetan Scholar lore added to the Fallout universe with this event? My personal opinion is that they didn't really add much more about the Zetans themselves with this event. We don't learn much more that we didn't already know. They're they're above the planet. They're watching us. They're doing experiments. They're doing some observations. They've got the Flatwoods Monster down. And okay, the premise of the event is that they need our brain waves for some reason. So they invade the planet to put down these brainwave siphons so that they can siphon our brain waves. Okay, we never learn why they need them, but whatever. They're aliens. I get it. Hold on. I'm still overcoming a cold, but I'm well on my way to being cured. Just a few little sniffles this broadcast, I'm predicting. Please be patient with me. But the big thing that they added with the Zetan invasion doesn't have to do with the aliens. It has to do with the people who are watching the aliens. The addition of Homer and the emissary really kind of adds a new additional layer to the universe. With the emissary, we learned that there's another organization, something we've never heard about before this point, that is currently watching for aliens. And not only looking out for aliens, but looking out for people who are looking out after aliens. Could it be the remnants of the FBI? Maybe, I suppose. Like the guy we find definitely has FBI vibes. Could it be the remnants of a specific bureau of the government dedicated to extraterrestrial research? Again, possible, but we just don't know a lot about it. And this is the first time we really get any information about it. Then there's Homer, who appears to be kind of separate from that. He's not reporting to the bosses, but he does have his own associate, and he doesn't appear to be human. He speaks like an AI, like a virtual intelligence, or like an alien himself, and yet he appears to be on the side of humanity. But we don't know anything about him. So those are the storyline beats that I found most interesting from the event. That, I hope they don't leave it at that. Like, with the Point Lookout DLC, they introduced the concept of the Great Game, which has huge implications for the Fallout universe, but they kind of dropped it after that. We never really learn anything about it. We can speculate that maybe Lorenzo Cabot was part of the Great Game, and so on and so forth, but they never talk about it again. They never mention it again, and I hope that that's not the kind of thing they do with this event. Like, once they introduce something, I hope that they can weave it expertly into the story of future things that they add, so that, we get a little bit of reward from the time that we're investing into it now. Toxic Sean, a member for 16 months and a Silver Ox, says, 16 months of my life has improved. Thank you, Ox. Smoke ship dedicated to Oxhorn. Thank you, Toxic Sean. I appreciate it. I'm glad your life has improved, and I'm glad that you have been sticking around with me while it has improved. Jessica Sharp says, I'll send you a link when I'm done. With you being an expert and all, I could use the feedback on what I can change and stuff. Well, I'm not an expert on the Diablo universe. I've played Diablo 1, Diablo 2, and Diablo 3, and I enjoyed them all, but it's been a very long time for me. But I'll do my best, and of course, I'm happy to provide some feedback. I'm really excited for you, Jessica. I hope that you stick with this. Robin says, doll? I see no doll. Yeah, me too. Doll? What? I don't know what you're talking about there. Doll? And then Cheyenne Gibson with a very generous donation of stars. Thank you so much, Cheyenne. David Hoffman says, hey Ox, 2 games, Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, and Resident Evil, Code Veronica. And I'm slightly dyslexic, so thank you for all of your lore videos. Well, we've certainly heard about Shadow of Mordor in the program, but Code Veronica? First time I've heard that. Resident Evil Code Veronica. What? How does this game exist and I'm just now hearing about it? It's not even a new game. Came out in the year 2000. For the Sega Dreamcast. I don't know if I can get this to work on my PC, guys. For the Sega Dreamcast, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to find this on Steam. It's on the PlayStation Store. Wow. You can get it for the Xbox, cool, but definitely not for the PC. Well, cool, thank you for that one. Whatever Tube, a Silver Ox, and a member for 18 months, says, proud to be part of the Ox community. Play on, sir. Enclave in space. Can't wait for House of the Dragon and Fallout TV. Did you ever finish Game of Thrones? I never did, no. It was okay. It was okay. I watched, I think, the first season and kind of stepped into the second season a little bit over Christmas. And, it was okay, but it wasn't enough to compel me. So no, I never did finish Game of Thrones. Jocelyn Ryan says, I'm thrilled for all the dad joke practice I get in Scotch and smoke rings. There's been the start of a dad joke competition of sorts, starting at work. Hey, well, Jocelyn, now I'm sure that you are going to be reigning champion soon, after all of the practice you've been getting. Maltsoodle Nelson says, hey, Ox, I just wanted to thank you for everything you do and say that you inspired me to start my own podcast. Hope all is well. Safety and peace. Thank you. Safety and peace to you as well. Good luck with your podcast. Toxic Sean says, hey, Ox, look towards your NCR flag. Doll. There's no doll inside the NCR flag. Like, it's got a two-headed bear. And that's mutations enough. We don't need to start putting things into the flag. Like, why would a doll be in the NCR flag? That doesn't make a lick of sense. It's not in the original California flag. And if the entire point of the NCR flag is that the Yaogwai, or the bear, is mutated into being a two-headed bear, which it actually hasn't in the universe, so I'm not sure why they put that on the flag. But if that was it, then, there's no need to put a doll on there as well. It would be sending a mixed signal. Right? They've got to have a coherent message. And the message is, we're California in a post-apocalypse. And the doll, a doll doesn't have anything to do with that. So that's why it wouldn't be in there. So I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you very much for the donation. AMC200 for UK says, I don't watch live often, mostly video on demand, so here's my ad block tax. Any chance you could go back to marking playlists complete when they're done, please? Oh yeah, I should probably do that. It's been a while. Well, I mean, I've been keeping up on that for most of my lore content, but I haven't been keeping up on that for my live streams. Yeah, I can go through the channel and try to scrub through and make sure that I've got the complete tag on everything. Ranker 1138, a member for 18 months, and a Silver Ox says, I have pinched my nerve in my back. Looking forward to the stream to take my mind off of it. Also, I have reached my 18-month milestone. Congratulations, Ranker. Thank you so much for sticking with me this long, and I hope your back feels better soon. That's gotta suck. So sorry, my friend. Definitely come on by and let me know how it progresses. No Name says, I'm late, but here was watching another movie tonight. No worries, No Name. Hope you enjoyed the movie. Glad you made it back. Toxic Sean says, I love you. I'm drunk. Well, hi, drunk. I'm Ox. Oh, it's so good to have you on the program, Toxic Sean. I'm glad you're having a good time, even if you're drunk. Matthew Bryan says, wife decided to get a Funko Pop of Butt Stallion from Borderlands 2 for me. Did I read that right? Butt Stallion? There's a thing called Butt Stallion in the Borderlands universe. Does that have anything to do with like, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion or something? I'm just... Butt Stallion? I'm curious, but not curious enough to have that in my Google history. So we'll just leave it at that. Thank you, Matthew Bryan. Jake Benz with a donation of stars says, good evening, Ox and all. Thank you so much, Jake. Good to see you for stopping on by. And Jessica Sharp with a donation of stars says, I meant an expert on making lore videos. I have never made one before. Oh, well, you know, it's one of those things where you got to be able to develop your own voice. When I started making my content, I didn't really watch a bunch of videos of other people making content or ask them how to do anything. I knew what I wanted to say, and I kind of knew the way I wanted to tell the story. And so I just ignored other people. I don't know if that's something I should say on camera, but I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I don't watch a lot of other content. I just kind of know what I want to do, and I just do it the way I want to do it. And I think that's one of the ways I've been able to maintain my own unique voice, and kind of my content feels different from other people's content, and it's because I'm not trying to do what's trendy, I guess. But yeah, I'd love to see your video, and I hope you can find your voice, and you know exactly what you do when you find it. I can say that it took a while for me to kind of figure out how I wanted to go about doing things, and the style of my videos, right? I mean, I started doing settlement build videos, which is very different from lore. But if you start with some of my earlier lore videos and you kind of skip ahead every, 6 months or so, you'll see my style kind of develop and mature over time. And that just came from from making more videos. Toxic Sean says, can I have a smoked submarine? The hunt for Red October. The sub is called The Red October. Favorite film, period. I remember when The Hunt for Red October came out. I mean, I was a kid when it came out, and my parents let me watch it. And I always wanted to see Montana after that. But yeah, great little film. Absolutely loved it. You want a smoked submarine? Okay, here we go. I hope you didn't blink, because if you did, you missed it. But for the briefest of moments was the Red October, the submarine from The Hunt for Red October. There before your very eyes, painted in smoke. Didn't last long. Smoke never does. But, it's kind of like NFTs, right? If you took a screenshot of that, it's going to be worth money someday, even though it has no intrinsic value whatsoever. But there you go. Just for you. Matthew Atkinson says, yes, butt stallion is a thing. I'm so confused. Kunk says, lol, Megan butt stallion. Yeah. I mean, that's what came into my head. Rachel says, does the Enclave ever reference the Zetans? If Homer or Emissary are government, would Enclave be in the loop? Do you think we will see an interaction with Modus, the FBI, in Vault 79? What about Vault-Tec? Well, Vault 79 was the Secret Service, which is very different from the FBI, a completely different branch of government. To my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could be having a complete brain fart right now, but we haven't actually seen the remnants of America's FBI in the Fallout universe, have we? Found the Secret Service, found the military, found the government, all appearing in different guises in the Fallout universe, but the FBI or law enforcement. So in Appalachia, law enforcement banded together with medical professionals and the firemen to become the responders, but the federal law enforcement, have we seen them? I don't think we've seen them in the Fallout universe. But as for the Enclave and the Zetans, the only reference to the Zetans I can think of from the Enclave is in the Enclave research facility beneath the transmission tower in the forest. There, they actually captured a Zetan as and put it in cell Z01, I believe it was, or Z05. And when they realized that it was an alien, they killed it. They incinerated it, and they redacted all references to it in their databases. So if the Enclave did know that the Zetans existed, I don't think they really knew enough about them to have a lot of information about them, because finding one came as a surprise to an Enclave research facility in the forest. But it would be really interesting to find out what did happen to Vault-Tec. That has never been explained. To find out what happened to the FBI. That has never been explained. And to see exactly what the Enclave does know about Zetans. Whatever Tube says, can I get a Red Dawn smoke ring? Wolverines. I did one smoke ring. That's it. I'm not doing any more smoke rings today. But all right. One more smoke ring. And this is it. No more smoke rings. Okay, I'll do more smoke rings, but smoke ships. There, I did a smoke ship at the end of there. We'll call that a Red Dawn Wolverine smoke ship, because that's what you wanted, whatever, too. Thank you, my friend. Craig Euler says, hey, Ox, any progress on Dark Souls or the Elden Ring? No, I haven't had a chance to play games for personal pleasure for weeks now, so I haven't touched Dark Souls or Elden Ring since I went live with it a couple of weeks ago. Jocelyn Ryan says, it's not as bad as you think. However, the hubby needs to stop saying that he's not a brony. He's officially switching between worlds to follow ponies. He's switching between worlds to follow ponies. Are you saying he stalks ponies? I mean, that's something that most bronies try to keep from their wives, right? I mean, that's something you wouldn't want your wife to know that you do. But you know, okay, well, I guess that's your problem now to deal with. Thank you, Jocelyn. Jake Ben says, what do you get when you nail a dog to a tree? Bark. I mean, a lot more than that. If you're nailing a dog to a tree, gosh, why is that so dark? Why can't the joke work equally well if you tie a dog to a tree? I mean, still, that's pretty bad, but it's better than nailing a dog to a tree. Just see a guy with a nail gun. I mean, the dog's going to be doing more than bark. He's going to be wailing. Matthew Bryan says, you said it correctly. It's a diamond pony. Living pony that has diamonds instead of fur and hair. I'm so glad you have found a passion, Matthew. I don't understand it, but I'm not going to judge you, you know? I'm not going to judge. Diamonds instead of fur and hair, I mean, that's so creative. And I just love creativity. Good for you for finding a passion. Jake Ben says, but the name of our Thursday nights is Scotch and Smoke Rings, Oxlaw. Yeah, I will do more smoke rings. Just no more smoke ships. I only have the creative juices to do too many smoke ships per day, you know, so there you go. Matthew Ryan says, I don't stalk ponies. I just go up and pet them, dang it. Well, better watch out. You could scratch yourself on all of the diamond scales and fur that those ponies you totally don't stalk have, man. Why are we talking about this again? Surely there are other things to talk about in the world. Toxic Sean says, thank you. Best smoke ship ever. Love you, mate. Thank you, Toxic Sean. Love you too. J King, a member for 19 months and a Silver Ox, says, hey, Ox and friends, is anyone else as moved by Ukrainian people as I am? Their strength, positivity, and willpower, wow, I consider them all heroes. I mean, I think you, I, and much of the Western world have been coming together in admiration for the Ukrainian people, Ukraine as a country, and the Ukrainian president for his leadership during this time. It is inspiring that they would be able to stand against such massive odds and still maintain the morale that they do. And not only that, to be achieving the success that they are. I mean, I heard that today Putin fired 8 of his top generals for botching this thing so badly. What is this, day 14? And they still haven't taken Kiev? They were supposed to take Kiev after day 2 or 3. That's how hard it's been for them to get into Ukraine, because the Ukrainians have been fighting back fiercely. They're not letting go of their land, and that's so stunning and amazing and inspiring. So yeah, I'm standing with you there, Jay King. It's really impressive. David Hoffman says Butt Stallions from Borderlands is a diamond horse. Oh, that's why he's talking about ponies and diamonds. I don't know these things. You can't. I'm not going to be able to get these jokes, Matthew and Jocelyn. I did not know that it was a diamond horse. Okay, I get it now. Butt Stallion. But why the name Butt Stallion? Like, what does butts have to do with diamonds? I don't know. PC Gaming Goodies says, I saw you drop your ash on the floor. Your cigar... I saw you drop your cigar on the floor in a recent stream. It must be a pain in the ash. It is. Which is why I always try to tap that ash. Ashley Evermere says, hi, just made it in time to make a joke. I broke up with my old console. Nothing was wrong with my Xbox, but it was time for a Switch. Love it, Ashley. I'm digging the dad jokes. Robin says, with a donation of stars, says, the fiance says petting ponies might be better than being butted by a moose. No, it is. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Alaska when I was younger, and I have seen wild moose, wild meese, roam the Alaskan suburbs, and they're nasty. They're very nasty creatures. Michael Yang says, I saw this on Reddit. 77 plus 33 equals question mark? Well, it equals 100, right? 20 would be... No, that's 113. 70, 80, 90, 107... 110. Yeah, it's 110. 77 plus 33 is 110, right? Don't ask me to do math this late at night. I've been drinking and I'm smoking. I shouldn't be doing any arithmetic. Toxic Sean says, to be clear, mine was a submarine. Ha 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 ha. It was indeed a submarine, but it's still technically a ship. Spaceships are ships. Boats are ships. Submarines are ships. Airships are ships. No Name says, Doctor, there's a patient on line 1 that says he's invisible. Well, says the doctor, tell him I can't see him right now. Oh. That's a good one, No Name. Love it. Matthew Ryan on Facebook looks at the comment above and says, I believe I straight out said it was a diamond pony, lol. As for why the name, well, ask the developers. Yeah, but I didn't realize the connection. I thought you were talking about My Little Ponies, not Borderlands. Now I realize that in Borderlands there is a diamond pony called the Butt Stallion. Why? Why? Thank you for that one, Matthew. Jocelyn Ryan says, I don't know, Ox, when we went away from the ponies that one day we ended up with Cthulhu dating sims. Gotta pick the battles, right? I mean, we did, yeah. Yeah, we ended up with Cthulhu-themed dating sims and Kentucky Fried Chicken daddy sims? Like, what the hell is wrong with people? Holy cow! Steam will sell anything, won't they? Steam will sell any kind of crazy, ridiculous game that somebody comes up with. I'm terrified. I'm just as afraid to Google things as I am to search on Steam for things, because there's a dark hole in Steam. I'm betting. I mean, if they've got Kentucky Fried Chicken themed porn games and that's selling right now and people like it and buy it on Steam, I think is there a point where we can all step back and go, I think I'm done with humanity for a while. Can I just pet puppies and enjoy butterflies and flowers? Is that okay? Because I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. No Name says, I can tell when people are being judgmental just by looking at them. Which is, of course, itself a judgment, making it irony. Thank you for that one, No Name. Rachel says, what do the movies Titanic and The Sixth Sense have in common? I see dead people. Oh, icy dead people. Titanic, iceberg, icy dead people. Ouch. Oh, that's Rachel. Ugh. Too soon. Too soon, Rachel. Ugh. Cleansed in Fire, a member for 5 months, and a Silver Ox says, please tell me your cat runs around at full speed at 3 a.m. too. Yeah, what's going on? And he pounces on any little thing he finds on the floor. And I live in my house with my kids, and they leave their toys all over the floor. In particular, my son likes his Nerf guns, and he leaves his little Nerf darts all over the house. And my cat loves just batting them around on the hardwood floor, and then throwing them in the air, and then freaking out when it hits the ground and running off to hide, and then stalking them, and he will just make a huge racket in the middle of the night. I don't understand. Striker Dragoon with a sticker tip. Thank you very much, Striker Dragoon. Ryan2 Gamer says, yes, Butt Stallion actually gives you legendary weapons when you feed her. She farts them out for you. Pretty silly. Lol. Hence the name Butt Stallion. Lol. I see. Well, now I know why she's called Butt Stallion. Oh, God. Carpy, a member for 15 months and a Silver Ox, says, thanks for the lore, laid up after surgery, and it makes the time go by. Here's the dad joke. What do you call a sad lassie dog? Melancholy. I suppose Melon would be a great name for a sad lassie dog. Melancholy. Thank you. Jake Ben says, me and my doctor friend just groaned at Toxic Sean's joke, lol. Oh, that was a while ago. I forget it now. And then Matthew says, in all fairness, the KFC game was free. Was it free? Microtransactions? What microtransactions can you have in a KFC-themed porn game? I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Robin says, did you finish Visage or just the beta? I got the full game, and I went as far as I could until technical problems caused my game to be unable to continue. I got stuck in an area, and I couldn't finish the game, sadly. Ashley Evermore says, Mario broke up with Peach. He told her, it's not you, it's a me, Mario. He would, wouldn't he? That's like right in his playbook. Thank you for that one, Ashley. No Name says, more Cthulhu dating sims. I mean, if there have to be dating sims, I guess I'm glad that they're Cthulhu-themed. Lovecraftian dating sims. Oh, God. J. King says, I went to the doctor's today. He told me I was going deaf. That news was hard for me to hear. Oh, good scotch. Striker Dragoon became a Bronze Ox. Thank you so much, Striker Dragoon. Laura says, Ox will never play Borderlands now. I mean, you're right. I will never play it now. Now that I know that there's a diamond pony named Butt Stallion who farts out legendary items, I'm like, what? Just... no. Why? I mean, okay. I'm glad people are thrilled, but that's not my kind of game. I don't know why people would think I would play that kind of game. Night Paladin Eleanor says, who is your favorite enemy faction in the Fallout universe? Well, favorite. I mean, there are so many really good factions, but in terms of a favorite faction, I'm looking for a faction that's evil, that I can stand against, but that's also compelling, where the characters and the people are interesting and believable, and you even kind of admire them a little bit sometimes. And so for that reason, I'm going to go with the Institute. I hate the Institute. I think the Institute is evil, but when you get to know the people in the Institute, you realize how normal they are, and they've got families, and they're just wanting to pursue their careers and pursue their passions, and, you know, it's kind of a compelling faction, really. And yet they do so many evil things. Mastering the Blaze, a Silver Ox, a member for 32 months and with a Gold Derby, says, hello, Oxhorn. Hey there, Mastering the Blaze. So good to see you on the show today. Sparrow says, Ox, what's your view regarding the Chinese stealth armor in Fallout 76? I see what you're trying to do. I respect it, but I also respectfully choose to disengage from answering that particular question. Thank you, Sparrow. Bryce Page says, hope you're doing well, big fella. Great to see you streaming. Hope this gets you a cigar or something. A very generous super chat. Yeah, that'll get me a cigar. Thank you so much. Jocelyn Ryan says, here you go, Jake Benz. I told the doctor I didn't want brain surgery, but he changed my mind. I mean, that's what you would have to do if you wanted to do a brain surgery on someone who didn't want it. Jake Ben says, also, I've been diving deep into Tormented Souls, and I've never had more jump scares and controller throwing moments in an entire gaming session ever. Yeah, Tormented Souls was fun. I mean, there were lots of weird things about the game, but overall, the gameplay was fun. The puzzles were fun. It was a pretty solid, indie-developed gaming experience, and I'm glad we got to enjoy it together on the program. MG says, bad news, guys. I had to fire my fruit delivery driver today. I hate to let the man go, but he was driving me bananas. I hate to let the man go, but he was driving me bananas. I love it. I love those. Those are good. Thank you, MG. DPG says, Ox, what do you think about Star Citizen? The creators made the game only for PC, saying they wouldn't lower their standards for console. That's up your alley, sir. I mean, yeah. Can you imagine how much money they left on the table by not making a console port? All on principle? I mean, that's admirable. Star Citizen. I'm not familiar with this game. Whoa. I mean, how have I never heard of this before? It looks like... Is this a AAA game? It's in development. Multiplayer space trading and combat simulation game. Okay. Well, the screenshots in the video I'm saying look really good. So, yeah. I can only imagine they're leaving a ton of money on the table by not making a console port. The Watcher with a $10 donation. Thank you very much, The Watcher. Toxic Sean says, what's tonight's game about? I don't really know. It's a mystery horror game. Indie developed. It's got its own unique art style. All the textures have been hand penciled and then scanned in and then recreated in like a three-dimensional game. It's got a sepia tone, like there's no color. It's a sepia scale kind of game. And from everything I understand, it takes place in a small Swiss village, and somebody is a grandson is investigating the burning death of his grandfather in this village. And there are some supernatural elements to the story and humor as well. So it's supposed to be mildly humorous. Ranker says, did you see that fan-made PlayStation 1 Dead Space remake gameplay video? Really nailed what the game would have looked like if it had been released then. I haven't seen it, but I am interested. I actually played games like Dead Space on the PlayStation 1 back when it came out. What was that one game called? I forget, like Lost... I forget. But so I'd probably love that video. I'll have to look it up after the broadcast. Rachel says, game reminder / recommendation, the Wasteland 3 DLCs. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, I've been meaning to get around to those at some point. Sledge says, Star Citizen is a AAA game by Roberts Space Industries. It's been in development for about a decade. Has it really? Canuck says, it's been in development for over 10 years and is as close to a scam as it can be. Really? Why am I just now hearing about this? Is it not a real game? All of the screenshots and videos looked good. It's a crowdfunded... Oh. Toxic Sean says a crowdfunded game. I see. Whoops. Oh my God. Why haven't they been investigated yet? Oh dear. Well, suppose we can cross our fingers and hope for the best. Jocelyn Ryan says, given the current events, it would not surprise me one bit if I were to find a particular salesman showing up at my door. Yeah. Trying to sell you spaces in a local nuclear vault. The way things have been going on in the world. Striker Dragoon says it's not a scam. Well, I'm not going to get into this debate. You guys obviously know more about Star Citizen than I do, and you have very impassioned opinions. If it's been in production for a decade and it's crowdfunded and it still hasn't come out yet in a decade, I don't know. Striker Dragoon says it's just been in development since 2012. Oh God. All right. Well, yeah, I'm not going to get into this debate. Some say it's a scam. Some say it's not a scam. All I know is that the website looks really good. The game itself looks really good. And I hope it comes out. Robin says, hot top week star sending, yay me. Very generous donation of stars, Robin. Thank you so much. Yay, you indeed. And Jake Benz with a donation of stars says, just putting this out here, Ox, but we can't blame Matthew for chasing ponies because we all know he's a brony phony. Lol. Ooh, man. Matthew, your brony credentials have just been called out. But Jake Benz is calling you out, bro. Are you a real brony? You have to stand up for yourself. Although he says he's not a brony, so... I mean, it's his wife that says he's a brony. Jocelyn says he's a brony, but Matthew, he's like, I'm not a brony. So if he is a brony, he's not a proud brony. Like I said, no judging. No judging. MG says, as a kid, Sesame Street taught me the value of empathy and kindness. Bugs Bunny taught me that revenge on my enemies must be quick, clever, and brutal. Yeah, and a place for both in every child's education. Ghost Boner, a silver ox and a member for 18 months, says, arrived late. Not sure if anyone has recommended Martha is Dead to play. What I've seen, it looks interesting. I've got so many games in my list here. Let's see, Martha is Dead. I think I haven't heard that one, actually. Released this year. Very positive reviews, according to Steam here. Worth taking a look at. Alien Face says, hey Ox, you ever thought about playing South Park, The Stick of Truth? It's a great RPG play. It's only 40 hours. Cheers, Ox. Maybe I enjoyed South Park years ago, and I hear it's still going well, but it's been a long time. I'm glad they're still making content. Jocelyn Ryan says everyone's got something in the closet. The hubby may or may not have ponies in his. Which reminds me, how are the cacti in your closet? Oh, they're doing okay. I've a few died. So my cat, I don't know what's wrong with my cat. He hates my plants, or he loves my plants. I don't know what it is, but the amount of attention and affection he puts on my plants kills my plants. He's killed at least 3 of my plants, including one of my cactuses recently. He jumped up on my big cactus. I have a little shelf in my closet where my cactuses are, and I've got my heat lamps on it. And he jumped up and knocked one off, and it shattered. And I tried to salvage it, and I repotted it, but it started dying shortly thereafter. So I've got that dead one, and I think there are 2 others that are dead, but I think I've got 8 in there that are still thriving. So I'm doing okay. No Name says, always borrow money from a pessimist. They'll never expect it back. Wise words. Matthew Ryan on Facebook with a donation of stars says, wife seems to forget that my closet is there with her closet. Oh, he's got you, Jocelyn. If there are bronies in his closet, but you two share a closet, does that not mean you have bronies in your closet? Jocelyn Ryan, is there something you're wanting to tell us? Oh, you guys can talk about that off screen. Come to a conclusion. All right, we got a couple of minutes and then we dive into the game. Tough love, says Mark from Sales. Now, my cat gives my cactuses tough love. It must be tough love. Tough love to the point that he kills my cactuses. Matthew Ryan with a donation of stars on Facebook says, there is a reason she has duct tape and rope laying around. Okay. All right, guys. I think that we're getting close to crossing a line here. Like, we don't need to know what's in your closet. Keep your bedroom activities private. You don't need to share them on the channel. I mean, duct tape, rope, ponies. I think we can get what goes on in your household, and we don't want to know anymore. All right? So let's just talk about video games. That's what this broadcast is about. It's about video games and things like that, not... Oh, God. Francis on Facebook says, Daylight, the video game. Interesting. Let me see what this looks like over here. Oh, I think I've searched for this one before. Nice. Well, it came out in 2014. It's been a while. Still, I mean, the graphics look pretty decent. Looks like it might hold up. Jake Benz with a donation of stars says, breaking news, I leave for 1 minute and Robin has removed from being her favorite and gave it to Matthew. The humanity. You've declared war on Robin. Is that a war over who's the big star leader? Okay, well, you guys can work that out between yourselves. I'm just going to sit back and reap the benefits. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Tim Judge, a gold derby, a silver ox, and a member for 25 months, says, hey, Ox, been a while since I caught a live show. I got a new pet, sand boa, and I'm contemplating naming it Ox. Thoughts? Ha ha ha. Yeah, you're more than welcome to name any of your pets Ox. I'm glad you've got a new pet that you love. That's great. No Name says, the man who survived both mustard gas and pepper spray is a seasoned veteran now. Oh, that's... I mean, especially right now when, you know, Putin's threatening using chemical warfare, or at least people are thinking that he's going to start using chemical warfare, to now do a mustard gas and pepper spray joke and say that he's a seasoned veteran. Oh, that's... bad time there, No Name. Bad time. Cannabis, you are a member for 6 months, and the Silver Ox says, hey, Ox, got here just in time. Hope your week has been going good. It's been going swell, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. And Jocelyn Ryan says, so back to the video games. How about a nice relaxing round of Pony Island, Ox? Lots of hidden lore there. I don't want to know what is hidden in a game called Pony Island. I'm not even going to look it up. Not happening. MG says, still have Legos in my closet. Love those. That's what I like hearing about. Jocelyn Ryan has her duct tape and ponies, and MG's got his Legos. That's a wholesome guy right there. I'm glad you're here, MG. All right, folks. Jake Ben says, Ox Robin replaced my spot as her favorite and gave it to Matthew. Lord help us all. I know. It's so heartbreaking. Okay, let's dive into the game and see what this is all about. Cannabiseur says, when two vegans get in an argument, is it still called a beef? I don't know. We should ask him. Probably offend him. Rachel says, known fact, cats hate plants. Recommended the museum putty available on Amazon. No residue adhesive used to keep valuables from being knocked over. Oh. Sounds good. Ranker says, in reference to your search for the Fallout alarm clock, found the real-world basis for it. It's a wall clock, a Seth Thomas model E8F54-033. I got to see if you're right. All right. I've seen these before, and it's very similar. But could I find one that's yellow, not bright red? Also, I think that there's more clock. The dial is a bit bigger in this version than in the Fallout 1, but it is very similar. I see what you're saying there. Slammin' Smitty says, Ox, I get my honors degree in nursing tomorrow. Congratulations, Slammin' Smitty. No small feat. Well done. And then Milosh says, we don't want to know. Okay. Hello, Ox. Hope all is well. Been a while since I've caught a stream, but a lot of videos are a must. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Milosh. It's always good to have you back on the program. We've missed you. Austin, with a donation of stars on Facebook, says, do you not stream on Twitch anymore? Also, mods, I need help with Discord. I don't stream on Twitch. Well, I haven't streamed on Twitch in years. Every now and then, I jump on to do a stream on Twitch, but it's infrequent. Matthew says, I swear I didn't do anything to deserve Robin's favorite spot. I'm too busy trying to keep my Pinkie Pie plush hidden in the back of my soul. Is that a car? Do you keep a Pinkie Pie hidden in your car? Okay, well, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. Let's dive into the game here. Alright, see, doesn't this already look pretty creepy? I really enjoy this aesthetic. Let's see if the game is any good. Alright, let me show you the options I've chosen. Let's go to settings, game, English language, streamer mode on. I don't know what this does. It probably filters curse words because I don't think there's any nudity in it. Perhaps it also turns off any copyrighted music. Difficulty, let's do normal. I don't know what that means. I suppose we can always change it. Display, quality high, gamma, field of view. So there's this field of view toggle, but I think it's supposed to be small, so we'll keep that small. And then everything is high up on audio. Ranker says, I own one. If you can't find a yellow one, the plastic cover can be easily removed and spray painted. Oh, so it does come in yellow. Thank you, Ranker. Well, I hope to add one to my collection. All right, new game. Look around. Note.
Car Curdin.
Dear Curden,
Ja ons en vergai de picket stau si keo.
many years have passed since you were up here with us.
Eu sto mal que ai nauches novas per tai.
It saddens me to be the bearer of bad news.
Il clavau de teu car tat Florin ai berjaus giu.
There has been a fire in the barn of your dear grandfather Flurin.
Cura que ti leges quellas linhas et el dedica traus.
By the time you read this, he will have long been buried.
Il è buon necessari che ti fetches il leun viadi si keo.
There is no need for you to make the long journey up here.
Quizás denton esser si years, Florin aveva fetch bugentai.
Be assured that Flurin loved you very much and was proud of you.
Signal Plavon Jeremias, Vishneunca de Mundown.
Signed, Father Jeremias, Parish of Mundown. Okay.
Si già è curioso di quella breve.
Something about Jeremiah's letter feels odd.
Stos vese com mesagens eilstie que chapiau.
I need to see with my own eyes what happened. Quest log updates. Investigate the burnt down barn. We can open our journal at any time. Oh, there's the guy up there. You see that? Investigate the burnt down barn. Look at the page.
Da, già è chapiau contai.
Grandpa, what happened to you? Okay, so that's a picture of the grandpa.
Avon in perdise.
Whoop, fade to black. I see, we're here. And there goes the bus. And it seems like the clouds rise from the bottom. First day.
Io ai blidau cocala chagera sparta quai mond il mond plin in giù.
I forgot how the fog tends to separate this world from the one below.
Il clavau de tat se s'enflava alla fin de quella senda.
Grandpa's barn was right up this path. All right, but I want to finish reading this. This must be the priest. Johann, what's his name? Jeremias.
Avon in perdise io surveniu quella breve de plevon Jeremias.
I received this letter from Father Jeremias some days ago.
El scrive che meu tat se di morts alles flammas can destrui seu clavau.
It says that my grandfather lost his life when his barn burned down.
Culla speranza de venissi su de pli sonia viaggiaus alles montagnes dil Mundown.
Anxious to find out more, I made the journey into the mountains of Mundown. All right. Wacid.
Quella via meine agli auto de posta.
This is the way back to the bus.
Ma io sono un po' proms de abbandonar Mundown.
But I'm not yet ready to leave Mundown.
Il Mundown è già covrez con neve,
Mundown is already snow-covered,
con eccezione dels pets giumelins.
except the Black Twin Peaks.
Sin quels hai mai neve.
They never gather any snow. I guess, are we supposed to be able to see them from here? Oh, wow, yeah. The Black Twin Peaks never gather snow. Interesting. I should probably follow the road. I'll miss out on story if I don't follow the road. Okay.
Il clavau de tat,
Grandpa's barn.
barjaus giù dil talite.
Completely burned out. Something's coming to greet us. It's a goat.
Hallo ti.
Hello, you.
Hey. C'è
What?
fastica?
What are you doing here?
Requiescat in pace.
Resquiescat in pace.
Ruausa in pace. Scho sbaglio il bodel tot fatti con meu latin de scola.
Rest in peace, if my school Latin can be trusted.
Ruausa in pace. Scho sbaglio il bodel tot fatti con meu latin de scola.
Ooh, this must have been part of the roof. Flew off the barn. We got some dead cows here. Something back there. We can't get to it. And the goat is following us. Okay. Ooh, sign. Bus that way. All right. Let's see what else can we find here. Oh. But there's nothing up here. The goat is still following me. So what's this? A big rack for hay? Does that little roof keep all the hay dry? What's this? Ooh, it's moving. Oh! Oh, trippy! It transported us to the night of the fire. Who's this guy painting while the barn burns? Voice from the barn! Help! Oh, God! And a man crawls out from the fire. Old man. Well, well, my boy.
Posso seguire-te non?
Are you looking to follow your granddaddy?
Aitra, ades pacifiche ciot.
Step right in. It's nice and warm here. We can say who.
Jesus vos.
Who are you?
Jaisa, media me de te non.
Let's say an old friend of your grandpa.
Sai liber mai.
Let go of my hand.
Ascolta te vost.
As you wish.
Ma cu prima de regali cacciosa, perché tu am tinhas a di mind.
But first, I'll give you something to remember me.
Un homme, il habitant cu sia schuurt en mem.
A man is only as good as his handshake. Ooh, his hand is all burned. Oh. What?
Jaus en ciel. Eis ti quai, dad.
Dear God. Is that you, Grandpa?
El sto vis en teu clara saraus en.
He must have realized that he was trapped.
Sesa simplement queu, a spetcha sil fiuc.
Just sitting and waiting for the fire. And we have a journal update. Ooh. Why did he draw the eyes in on his grandfather?
Ja stai vini contat odo quesh maladeu clavau.
I have to get Grandpa out of this cursed barn somehow.
Dad, ja ische biau contai.
Grandpa, what happened to you? Well, we can't make commentary on this guy we saw. This was the guy who was drawing the scene as it burned down. Oh.
Zici a spindrau quella dil feu che impegna.
The oven protected this from the fire.
Dad sto ve mes liennela perché uam friella.
Grandpa must have put it here for me to find.
Ina fotografia veglia da maisca a fond insieme con Dad.
An old photograph of me as a boy with Grandpa. Matthew Bryan says, Night Ox and all, hope you enjoy the game. Bedtime for me. No worries, Matthew. Have a wonderful night. You and your lovely wife. And we'll see you all again soon.
Essa sevel scibugen sil muvel e fidievel scotta di cunel.
I loved to sit inside the moval and pretend to drive it.
Sila varte vos a ina schizza.
On the back is a diagram of some kind. Oh. Okay. 1, 2.
Ja stai vini contat odo quesh maladeu clavau.
I have to get Grandpa out of this cursed barn somehow. Huh. Looks like 2 handles. Okay, well, how do I get out of here? Oh,
La pipa carezzata de Dad.
Grandpa's beloved pipe.
Ja salvale la scomemoria.
I'll take it as a keepsake. Find tobacco for the pipe. Optional.
Ja vegna den flyne via per rompere quella malediczione, Dad.
Alright, so investigate the burnt down barn and find tobacco for the pipe. Oh! What the heck? Now they open? Whoa. Weird. Adrian Parker, a member for 25 months, a gold derby, and a silver ox, says, "Hey Ox, finally made the stream. Hope your day went well. Oh, and I finally made it to 2 years as a member. Thank you, Adrian. That's awesome. The gold derby looks great on ya."
Tata è un cheu. Ci ha Jeremias lusa trau?
If Grandpa is still in here, what did Jeremias bury? Investigate the barn. Check. New quest item. Visit Grandpa's grave.
Il maletg dil clavau in flammas è sveneus.
The painting of the burning barn is gone.
Jeu stos en fla el. A
I
quel
must
can
find-
liau el.
I must find it and its creator. That's the easel, but the painting is gone. All right, we got a gate over there. Is that the graveyard? See if there's anything else over here before we move on. It looks like we also have to find tobacco, but that's an optional quest. Where would we find tobacco? Probably close to his barn, where he used to live. What's this? It looks like a man-made fence. Can I jump? Wow. That is not a very tall jump. Is there anything up here now that I've gotten the pipe? No, still nothing up here. Seems strange they would leave that ramp and then put nothing up here for us to find. All right, let's head towards this graveyard. Sam Sutton with a donation of stars. Thank you, Sam. Oh.
Quella via maina alla casa veglia de Tat e della caplotta de Jeremias.
That's the way to Grandpa's old house and Jeremiah's chapel. Wow. Lookout point.
La casa de Tat,
Grandpa's house.
con l'urgezia raccontava la dina a me che la sei divida costruita avon centenès.
He used to tell me proudly that it was built centuries ago. Here's the lookout point. And this gave us a map. Achievement unlocked. Cartographer. This is the guy in our revision. There's the map. Okay. So we're here. Looks like there's some sort of water well here, a house here, Grandpa's house here, and something down there. Let's follow the path around here to this house, see what it is, and then go down to Grandpa's house. Oh! Is that a tunnel? Oh dear. CNC.
Meu zop vegl. Buna men en blidauel.
My old hideout. I almost forgot about it.
Gise nots eu passentau in cheu.
Days and nights I spent in here.
Durant il temps che ho tirtat, sente la mort de mes geniturs.
It was when I first came to live with Grandpa after my parents passed away. Achievement unlocked figurative. It's really dark in here. Furigo fire. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a puzzle.
E passentau gise la leunga per inflar ils drets crabs.
I spent my days searching for the right stones
Sil meins aschia sai eu schara viver els.
to bring them. Ooh! What? To bring them back in this form, at least, he says. Before a shadow comes by and knocks them over. What the heck was that? Well, we can put these back. Screw you, guy. Yeah. Got our family back. More stones over there. I wonder if we can make another family. That was creepy as hell. Fall Upside says, hey, how do you feel about mod collections on Nexus? You know, I used to feel all right with them until, you know, I began to talk with mod authors, and what would sometimes happen is collectors would put together collections of mods without getting permission from the original mod authors. For example, the best retexture pack on the Nexus. But then they would go and find some textures and put them in the mod and not give credit to the original author. Or sometimes the original author would want his mod gone. And that's tricky because sometimes people had the mods installed, but they no longer worked with subsequent versions of Fallout, and they would need an updated mod, but the original mod author had abandoned the mod, but the only person willing to work on the mod is somebody who added it to part of a collection. So then we have to worry, okay, well, what's more important? Making sure that mods continue to work for players in the future, or making sure that the original mod author has control over his or her work? So I guess as long as somebody gets permission from the mod author, it's okay to make a collection of them. All right, so we've got a house here, and ooh, there are faces in there. Oh, God. Oh, God, this is creepy. Why are there faces on the wall? That's it. I can't wait. What did I find? Pipe. Match. What is this? Chalk? It's got a sun marker on it.
Quels pretenden che quel caffè fece coraggio.
They advertise that this coffee will give you courage. I could set it on fire? Why would I do that? Why would I burn down the house? To gain access to this?
Nah. Boa scia.
That does not work. I don't think I want to burn down the house. Can I burn this? What is it? Don't worry, burnt hay will reappear after some time.
Quai babo.
I need to get like a cup or something to collect water. Mark from Sales says, "Hey Ox, some of the folks haven't heard about the Oxhorn body pillow. Is that true? Guess maybe we should keep that a secret." All right, there is something over there. What's this? Colonel. That way to the church, that way to a map section, that way to a bridge, that way to honey.
Vesa oschina sort microfon.
Looks like some sort of microphone.
Forse el collidiaus col mecanism per aprir la porta.
Maybe it's connected to the opening mechanism for this gate. Huh.
Forse el collidiaus col mecanism per aprir la porta.
Okay, so before we move on there, let's see what we would have missed over here. Did that hay bale that we set on fire turn into anything? Did it like turn into ash? No. There's another one up here. I mean, I could set this on fire, but I've only got one match left. And I don't think I'm supposed to set the house on fire, though I could. Alright, hold on. Before we do that, let's go down here and see what we can find. Church, graveyard that way. Water that way. We saw that. Bus that way. But there's a house there. That's the house Grandpa built. Looks like there's an edge of the world over here. Oh, there's another big thing of hay here. Hey, more matches. All right. That gives us 4 total. I better keep them until I know what I'm supposed to do with them. All right, so that's to the bus. That's the lookout tower. More hay. I could set that on fire. Another hay pillar. I could set this on fire. And this looks like another barn. Oh, it's a garage.
Ha! Il movel de tat.
Grandpa's moval. Oh. This is the car in the photograph. What's this? A key. And a piece of wood. Okay. Mover. I'm hanged him. Alright, can we drive it? Yeah.
Jeu en conosce l'aunigines frequenzas.
I don't know any radio frequencies yet.
Il car è un bo plains. Jeu sai un cargada pli fain.
The loader isn't full yet. I can collect more hay. Find ignition key for moval. Oh, is that the key I got?
Quai va bon.
Oh. Oh, but there was that lock in that one house. Maybe that's what the key is for. All right, church and graveyard that way. We still need to explore Grandpa's house, and there's all this hay everywhere. Let's see what's on this hilltop first. Wow. I mean, for a monotone game, this is beautiful. I would totally live in a place like this. Okay, Grandpa's house. Let's see, where after that? We went to the tunnel. We can't get through there. There was a little path by the tunnel that led over there. What's down there, I wonder? Well, we should probably follow our quest log, and that's to go to the graveyard, and that's the church. Where there's a church, there's a graveyard. Mundown, that way. Okay, Grandpa's house. I bet you we'll find his tobacco here. Oh, it's locked. It works.
La clava è rotta.
The key broke off. There's a big old thing of meat in here. Turn on the lights. Got another block of wood. Empty wine bottle. A note. And a picture of a bridge.
Puspai il medem sia mi.
The same dream again.
Jeu son pigliaus en una combra nera profond sot la tiara.
I am trapped in a black chamber deep underground.
Nidina finiastra. Nidina
Nope.
escia.
No windows, no doors. So he was having nightmares. Do we need to pay special attention to this sketch? It's the sketch of a bridge.
Leusot la cruz granda a il senteri.
There, by the big cross, is the graveyard. Okay. Oh. Binoculars. Cool. Oh, there's someone over there.
C'è fai fotografie sbrigate da Michael?
What's a faded photo of me doing here?
Observați ci mai.
Has someone been keeping tabs on me? What? What is this supposed to mean? Find tobacco for the pipe, visit Grandpa's grave, find the ignition key for the moval. Oh, I see. He carved out the eyes.
Eu stai vini contat o da quest maledeu clavau. Dat. C'è esce pia. Avon in perdis, el scrive che con la speranza da venissi su da pli sono viaggiaus alle montagne del Mundown.
Jocelyn Ryan says, very pretty scenery. However, I wouldn't be able to live here without wondering who was secretly Stanislaus Braun. Okay.
Il movel manca sil placat.
The moval is missing from this poster.
Qua io man conoscevo bo.
I don't recognize this person.
Pastors vid la lavura von biaons.
Farmers doing their work in days long gone.
La casa da tat.
Grandpa's house with a shining light in the lower left room.
Quella glis di una candaila che svesa tras la finestra della combra da dormir.
There is candlelight coming from the bedroom window. Another log.
La compagnia da tat durant l'uiara, si la bandiera a in soleil.
Grandpa's unit in the war, their banner shows the sun. Oh, and we picked up that sun marker, didn't we?
La persona il sinistra del tot.
The person on the far left doesn't look like a soldier. Oh, he looks like a miner. Maybe a Sherpa?
Implacat per scurzeladas de noche.
A poster showing night slaying.
Eu scurzalava la dinisci bugenda las pleuncas del Mundown giù.
I loved to slay on the slopes of Mundown. You hear how the sound effects are changing like that? Kids building a snowman. I mean, it's a bit of a creepy drawing, honestly. Hey.
In a tonja.
I already have one, which is all I need. I don't even know what it is, but it's got that sun motif on there. Got more matches. This is the room with the light coming out of it, right? Place an item from the inventory.
Quai vabo. Quai vabo.
This is the leftmost window. Ooh. Hey, another key. So there was a candle glowing from this window here.
Na. Boschia.
Okay, so we need to find a candle of some sort. Hold on. Let's see. Wait, no, it was actually in the middle window. You can save your game manually at grandfather clocks. The game also saves automatically at key moments.
Una fotografia de tats durant lo jara.
It's a photo of Grandpa from the war.
La mai cinciao de quei temps.
He never talked about that time. There's his bed.
Ja sai propi bodrumios.
I really can't sleep now. Oh, but this overlooks the same 2 bays of 6 windows. Or 2 bays of 3 windows. Overlooking. So it's the bedroom window. Not the kitchen window. This is the leftmost bay of 3 windows. So it would be this one.
Na. Boschia. Na. Boschia. Na. Boschia.
Right. We gotta find something to burn. What's this? What's this elevated? Is it like a well or a hot tub? Okay, here's the kitchen. Coffee. Optional, make coffee. Oh. These are my health meters. I am now well fed.
Una fotografia veglia da mai essa sevel scibugen sil
I'm on my way
fidevel
to
scotta di
being well fed. Okay, so I'm on my way from going scared to confident, thin to well fed, unprepared for battle to being prepared for battle.
Si levar de vos eine schizza.
And have we seen anything like this yet? No, we haven't. I got a cup. I got a bedpan. Oh. Make coffee. Oh. Oh. So I can store stuff here.
Quel sai eu dovrà pitar per magasinar causas. Quel sai eu dovrà pitar per magasinar causas. Quel sai eu dovrà pitar per magasinar causas.
Okay, so what do I need to do to make coffee? I need a pot.
Quel sai eu dovrà apitar per magasinar causas.
And a cup.
Eu devo sempre mettere acqua e la cazzetta.
Oh, I should fill the pen with water first. That's what... Okay. I need to go up and get water. Tim Judge says, future game suggestion, everybody's gone to Rapture. Walking sim game, but would fit well for Thursdays. Sorry, games like this always remind me of it. Thank you, Tim Judge. Yeah, that's one that I need to tackle. Okay, so a few things we can do. We can go fill the thing with water. We can check out that key. Because we've got... Remember, we found that gated off area that needed a key. I bet you the key is for the moval. But let's go check it out first. It worked! Hey, coffee. That's it, coffee. I'm hoping these are permanent staff buffs. And we could set this on fire. I guess my question is, what will we find under all this hay? All right, we got water. Did we see what was in that back room up there? Have we been upstairs yet? We haven't been upstairs yet, have we? Okay.
Eu devo mettersi il caffè bon che fa fiuc.
I should put the coffee on before lighting the fire? Okay, while that cooks... Hey, more matches. While that cooks, let's go upstairs. A locked door with a cross symbol. I don't have the key. Oh, I think that sound means the coffee's done. Make coffee. Check. Can I drink coffee?
Quel sai eu dovrà apitar per magasinar causas.
Did it improve my...
Observați ci mai. bitter.
That improves my delirium. I see. So my delirium has gone from scary to not scary. All right, I've got more coffee. Do I have another cup? Yeah, now I have an empty cup and I've got more coffee. Okay, and I've got more wood. Let's try this again. But that means we're going to need more water. Okay, fine. Hey, when I figure out how to do one thing, I do it until I can't do it anymore. More coffee. All right, explore upstairs while we wait. Locked. Hey, those are those mountain peaks. Coffee's done. All right. Bitter. 2 cups of coffee.
In fotografia veglia da mai scafo. Essa sevel schi. Si levar de voz eine schizza.
All right, so we got more wood in there. But we're running out of coffee. Let's store our cups there and head upstairs. So that door was locked. Bathroom. Great. Water doesn't work. Show rafter. It says look in the mirror.
Oh.
Right. Our guy P is sitting down. Either that or he has diarrhea. Okay, what's this? Hey, we got some wine. Can we drink that wine? Get fortified? It keeps zooming in. Right. We can't drink it. Okay. No pipe, no cigarette.
Io hai provau de tenir ventat cura che fimava la pipa.
I tried to keep Grandpa out when he was smoking his pipe.
Io hasigliava il quei tufien.
I detested that smell. What pipe tobacco smell is the best smell in the world? All right, so this is his old bedroom.
Mia combra veglia, cura che io hai viveu tiertat.
My old room when I was living with Grandpa.
Ci appendeu si quei cau.
Who put this here? Oh, wait a minute. No. This mattress is gone. The colony. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, these are more signs. He put up all the signs.
Cura che era lungurus, ma voglio giudò con intile strubes.
I used to venture out with a screwdriver when I got bored. And he'd set up all these signs. Okay. There's the church. Oh, this is his map to his cave. We've already been there. Axie. Why does this say Axie? And what's this? Did this used to be a tree? Alright, so we've been to his cave. Well, I guess we can't take the army men. Okay, he's got 3 windows here, also facing the garage, but the light wasn't coming from one of these. All right, upstairs we go. Oh, look, a sled.
Huh?
What a bizarre lock.
Il orden duiara de tat.
Grandpa's things from the war.
Quai vabo. Na, boschia.
Doesn't work. Okay. This is so disconcerting. He never looks in the mirror. He won't make eye contact with himself. And we hear whispers as the camera zooms in. There we go. That one's still locked. That one's still locked. Okay, we've made coffee. Let's see, what do we need to do? We found the cave. Did we see this tree on this bluff? Find an ignition key for the moval. Find tobacco for the pipe and visit Grandpa's grave. Did we find another key? No, we don't have another key. There's the tree. Yeah, we were up here. Okay, so there's a barn down there. There's the church. There's some sort of lookout point that way. Let's see what's in that barn down there. Set the tree on fire, says Rhiannon. Is it on fire in the picture? No, it's not. I have limited matches. I want to wait until I know how to use them. Oh, what's that? Oh, it goes up. There's someone in it. Oh, so now I can't take it. He used it to get up there. All right, well, guess we're gonna walk. Church and a lookout point. Okay, the cable car went up there. Looks like my path doesn't go up there.
La caplotte de Jeremias.
Jeremiah's chapel. Here's the lookout point. Achievement unlocked, Cartographer 2 of 6. Alright, so there's that lookout point. There's the one I just got. This is the graveyard we need to go to. This is the chapel. Looks like there was a building down here that I missed. This is where the moval is. There's something down there I need to check out. And bees up here. Who's singing? Is that you?
Hallo, Bobetta.
Hey, little girl.
Biala skauras as.
Lovely goats you have. Oh! She blew an airplane. Or she threw an airplane. It's going around the church. What? Oh, the time of day. What's going on? What the heck? Oh, it's coming down. There's a drawing on it. Okay, so sunlight on the steeple casts a shadow on a rock. Casts a shadow on a rock.
La Bobetta ha tremess in disegno mi.
The little girl sent me this drawing.
Si c'è il colombrivo della caplotta.
Something about a shadow of a chapel?
Ninguna risposta.
No answer, and it's locked. Hey, there's that other house that I missed.
L'ombrivo del clucè della caplotta muossa exactamente in quel grep.
The shadow of the chapel tower points exactly to this rock. There. See it? Oh. Graveyard.
Pare sco Jeremias vesserau il senteri.
Looks like Jeremiah has locked the graveyard. Ah!
In beats up, Jeremias.
Nice hiding place, Jeremiah. Oh, God. Okay.
La fossa è vitta.
The grave is empty.
Uras de discorrer cum plevon Jeremias.
Time to confront Father Jeremiah, the priest. Talk to the priest, Jeremiah. The bells are ringing.
F e C. Florin camminava. Questo es esser la fossa de Tat.
F and C, Florin Caminada. This is where Grandpa was supposed to be buried.
U e C. Ursina camminava. La fossa de Tata.
UNC, Ursina Caminada, Grandma's grave. Why does this have a sun box on it? It's like the window to the room in the house that has the war memorabilia in it. He has no commentary on these graves. Okay, clearly we need to go up to the church. But I missed this house down here. And now that we have a cross key... Oh, it's gone. Is that a face? That's a face. Can we set it on fire? No, we can't. That's a face. Dear God. We could set that on fire. Is this a sled? I can hide in the grass? Oh no. Are there going to be monsters that hunt me later? I can hide in the hay. It's so hard to see with all this fog. Do you hear flies? All right, time to go to the church. Oh! What's this?
Yeah.
Got a pitchfork. Did I lose the pitchfork? Alright, well at least I know where it is. I'll leave it there for now. Okay, to the church. The girl is gone.
per tot.
It's always me.
Grazie che ti mi lasciò entrar.
Thanks for getting me in here.
Ultimamente stiamo su in simmetrica che da Troia.
Not long ago, I taught some people in Troy a similar trick. Okay. Okay. So is that guy supposed to be the devil? Oh, I have the pitchfork.
Cordin, c'è fastico.
Curdin, what are you doing here?
Assegno mai brev.
Didn't you get my letter? Discovered radio frequency 259.3 kilohertz.
Bienji, signor Plevon.
Greetings, Father.
Deus seja contai, meu filho.
May the Lord be with you, my son.
Eu ai survegniu vossa brev, Jeremias.
I got your letter, Jeremiah.
Vos vai scrit que tat sei di mort.
You wrote that Grandpa is dead?
Morts is het raus.
Dead and buried.
In feu can clavau.
A fire in his barn?
Fetch tragic.
Very tragic.
Il feinste wird bei aufjung.
The hay must have caught fire.
Deu tata sai pipa carazzada.
Your grandpa and his beloved pipe.
El sto esse se dormentaus.
He must have dozed off. Barricaded windows.
De coines finiastras seradas con aises?
Why are the windows boarded up?
Elle se mouille.
Well, yes.
Sei dat in stembrau? Al radio vem prøve un stembrau?
It's in case of a storm. There was something on the radio. Wooden box.
Ein quei bolas inizialas de meu tats in quella chista de len.
Aren't those the initials of my grandfather on that wooden box?
F et C con il simbol de flors. Florin caminada.
Yes, F and C with the flower symbol. Florin Caminada.
Mira?
Jeremiah's. Look. 6:23.
In a candaila.
A candle.
La candela da patten da teu tat.
The baptismal candle of your grandfather.
Ti dois averla.
You should have it.
En vida ella questa sera von chialet.
Light it tonight before you sleep.
Metta ella sin la cornice.
Put it on a windowsill.
En memoria da Florin.
In remembrance of Florin. Empty grave.
Vos res menzegnas. La fossa de tat è vita.
You're lying. I found Grandpa's grave empty.
Vos lasciaun vos el in quella ruina arsa.
You left him in that charred ruin. Mumbles.
Nu se vai een prou de portaola bara. Maar nu se vai een bopo de tirella.
We tried to recover his body, but we couldn't get to it.
Ele ucas alle deus. Torna boa na voz.
The place is cursed. Don't go back there.
Eu stai preparar il priete per domenica.
I must prepare the sermon for Sunday.
Stai questa notte nella casa da tiu tat. Stai boccau.
Stay in your grandfather's house tonight. Don't linger.
Da boom was een wasco in primbus.
Tomorrow you leave on the first bus. Wow, the daylight outside is it's getting dark fast.
Spitiai, signor Plevon.
Wait, Father Jeremias. Put the candle on the windowsill. Stay overnight in Grandpa's house. Oh, great. We get to sleep in the creepy house. Fun! Okay. Got the candle. Gonna tune the radio while we're there. Can I get back there to go downstairs? No? Why are all the windows boarded up? store. Some items can be used in the world. A prompt will appear at the appropriate locations. Oh, it's dark. Should we go check out the graveyard? Can we get back to the trail? It doesn't look like we can. Looks like we have to go the long way. Vince M., a gold ox and a member for 27 months, says, "Hey Ox, chat is getting a lot of lag." Yeah, you're right. I've got red on my monitor. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to race back to the house. I can't run. And save at the grandfather clock. Oh my God. Oh my God. Some things frighten you. Fear can slow you down or even paralyze you. Oh crap. I can hear it walking around. What a bad time for this to happen. I'm trying to save so I can end the broadcast because I've got lag. I'm running from haystack creatures. pitchfork. I set you on fire. What just happened? Alright, I guess I gotta figure out how combat works in this game. He didn't even touch me. He just sort of looked at me and went, "Oh!" And then I got hit a couple times and then died. Looks like I gotta start over. Alright, well, I haven't lost any of this. I'm still moderately healthy. But with 30 minutes left to go in the broadcast, and with a red light on my broadcaster, that means I've got a ton of lag, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. So I'm going to have to end the broadcast a little bit early. Sorry, so sorry, everybody. What a point in the game to try and log out. I hate that. I'm interested. I'm having fun with this. I'd like to try it again next week. If you guys are liking the game, let me know on Twitter or in the comments of this video on demand. I'm going to have to end it here, folks. So, thanks for coming, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for Sherlock Holmes. We'll try to finish Sherlock Holmes tomorrow morning. And I hope I'll get a lore video done for you for Saturday. Thanks again for coming. And see you tomorrow morning with Sherlock Holmes. Bye-bye.